Serbia won, Germany second. Second heat, Hungary beat Belarus and Great Britain, and the third heat, Poland beat Australia. Semi-final, the first from each heat got through. So look at this is the actual starters: Australia, Germany, Great Britain, Hungary, and the rest. But just mentioning a few yesterday, what happened as well in the first semi-final yesterday, because the Serbia, Hungary, and Poland qualified directly to the finals. We had Great Britain beat Russia and then Australia. And in the second semi-finals, we had Belarus, Germany. So going on that scale, we probably the favourites in my money would be Hungary, because they Dor keeps slamming in the background. Apologies about that. Australia, Jebridge and Janes, Naomi Flood. Good luck to them. Naomi was wonderful yesterday in the commentary box. They are feeling good. Oops, empty the boat. No excuses. The young Germans, they have a bit of form behind them. They'll be going into this with real high hopes. They've got some good results in the last few weeks. And they took the first win in Szeged. It's Lani Belcher and Rachel Cawthorne for Great Britain. They won Szeged. In the Europeans, they blew up, in fact, because they started off too quickly, and then it all went a little bit wrong. Here are probably the favourites, the Moldovans, who are going in the K2 200. I think they're third or fourth fastest there. They've been the stalwarts. They've been so good in this sport for the last year. I don't think they've missed a regatta. They're really, really good. And Karolina Naya, Beata Michalajczyk, they haven't got the top of the podium in a big competition yet, but they were second in the Europeans, and they were second in Szeged, and they're always up there. And obviously they were second yesterday in the K4 boat. Belarus as well. These girls were, I think, in the back. Litvinchuk, she came second in the K1 5000 yesterday, slightly ahead of yourself. And then Russia, it's a young team in the front. We have she came second in the Europeans recently, so it's looking good as well. And the Romanians, they're often up for a podium, a top 5 finish. So it's really got pedigree all the way. But Hungary, 27-year-old Gabriela Szabo, who won the gold yesterday in the K4, and Tamara Shipis, who was just beaten yesterday in the K1 1000.
All these girls will be aiming for a fantastic start in this one. It can make a huge difference, especially in this K2 500 metre race.
Very smart boats.
With this bit of breeze, everyone has to adjust on the start line, make sure they've got the perfect position.
So Great Britain lane 3, Hungary 4, Serbia 5, Poland 6, Belarus 7. And they're off to the start.
Looks like the Moldovan sisters had a fantastic start.
Being specialists in the 200, it's not a great surprise. They need to often put it out there.
They've always been quite dominant in this event. Always finished about mid-pack though, so I think they'll be...
Well, they're really going for it at the moment, aren't they? They're really pushing it through. They were third in the Europeans, and they won a couple of goals also in the K2 200s, but they're coming up to 300 metres to go, and they're really saying, I want this race.
They really, really do. They're just creating more room every stroke.
Well, in the second we have Germany, and we have Hungary, and we have also catching up a little bit, but there's 200 metres to go, and it's catch me if you can. They're now a length and a half ahead from Poland, who are starting to make a move, and Hungary, who are starting to make a move. Will they tire?
I don't know. There's a huge gap at the moment, but you never know. It looks like they're closing the gap. It looks like
Hungary are coming through now in lane number 4, and Poland are coming through, and it's going to be a case of they must be hurting. Look at in the back, she's really hurting. 100 metres to go. They are going to be caught.
Hungary's just coming up so fast in this last part. So they're both very strong paddlers, great at the longer distances, and I think they're just coming through.
30 metres to go. But they're fighting back. The Moldovans are fighting back. It's lane number 4. Hungary at the top of your picture are going to take it from the Moldovans in second place for Serbia. And third, it's going to be Naya and Michalajczyk. Again, they're so often on the podium. But Gabriela Szabo and Tamara Shipis, she's happy with herself.
What a fantastic finish. Such a strong finish to a race.
But the Moldovans, what great courage to go out so quickly.
Oh, absolutely. Sometimes you sort of just have to take that risk, and I think they did it, and they nearly pulled it off.
Well, look at that. It just shows that she's won so many medals, but she's still completely delighted.
I think this will be her first World Championship medal in the K2 500 though. So you've got to mix it up occasionally, and I think she'll be very happy with that. And it looks like a 1:39. I think the conditions are getting faster as we go through the morning.
Well, I say that the wind has started to come around, and with the water warming up a bit, which I guess makes a slight difference.
Yeah, definitely.
Last year in Duisburg, we had Francesca Weber and Tina Dietze, who haven't been competing together as a pair in the 500s. They took it out. We had Katalina Kovac, who's babying, and Natasja Ducev-Janic, who's bad backing this year, so they're not competing. And the Polish Naja Mikulajczyk, they took the bronze again, so at least they're consistent. Great slow motion images. We're going to see hands in the air. Oh, I've won! It's more like, crikey, how to do that? 100 meters back. It wasn't in the bag, was it?
No, that was just, what a fantastic finish. You always sort of cross the line and I guess question yourself. You don't want to claim it too early just in case.
But here we go. Hungary gold, Serbia silver, Poland take the bronze, followed by Belarus, Romania, Germany, Australia, Great Britain and Russia. But all fairly close within the times.
Strength of the women's field has absolutely come up this year. All these races seem to be very tight together, which is going to make Rio just crazy exciting, I think.
Do you already have in your long-term diary? Do you know how many days it is to count down? You
No,
probably do.
maybe not days, but it's definitely in the back of my mind all the time. And although I guess after London it was like
and it's great for Tamara Šipiš to come back to form. She's been out of the Hungarian team for a little while now. She's a former world champion. Last year flirted with the possibility of joining the Australians and spent some time down there. And yesterday she was cruelly beaten in the K1 1000 by Tennille Hassan, who's sitting next to me. And giving out the awards today is the Secretary General on the International Canoe Federation, Simon Toulson. There on the left. Third place, Karolina Naja, Beata Mikulajczyk, who also were third place last year, and yesterday they were second place in the K4 500. So it's the case that they have to break through that mental barrier to get on the top of the podium.
we got Serbia here just being nipped at the finish line. I think they'll be very happy with that one.
But they had a really good, fast first 300 meters. It's the Moldovan, Olivera and Nikolina, not twins, they're sisters. They must have such a big collection of medals now from the World Cups.
I think they'll absolutely be looking for the K2 200 though.
Well, they put some
with
good
a start
times.
Like that.
Yeah, they put some good times in the earlier races. Gabriela Szabo, Tamara Šipiš, whose father was a very well renowned Olympian in his own right, on the top level of the podium. Gold medal. Is it more satisfying having the individual gold or the team gold?
I think, to be honest, it's awesome to be able to share it with someone else. Like, it's so special. If any gold medal is actually pretty good feeling, but yeah, in a team boat, it's even that little bit better.
Well, there you go. Hungary take the gold medal. They often do. They just put different combinations in, don't they? They decide to just to mix and match a bit.
Yeah, they've mixed it up a little bit this season, and they still pulled off some fantastic results.
National anthem of Hungary.
Because I'd watched the...
Back live with you now. Great hug from the Hungarians. And off air, we just made a discovery. We were wondering a couple of minutes ago and failing dismally to tell you where Roman Piotr was. Why didn't he collect his medal? And we now know he's actually in the K4 1000 boat, which is going to come up next for the Belarus. So that's why he wasn't collecting his medal. We knew there'd be a reason.